Now what I'll do is I'll brew these coffees in the roasted format. Um, the first one that I'm brewing is this natural processed coffee, which is light roasted by Naivo. Uh, for this, I'm going to be using a Delta press. I know it looks very similar to AeroPress, but the mechanism is very similar to espressos. I didn't want to use an immersion method. Immersion meaning I didn't want to put the coffee and water together while brewing, because since it's light roasted, it start getting over extracted very fast, and I don't want a process which will agitate, which requires me to agitate the coffee. In this brewer, what happens is I am actually putting the coffee over here. There is a paper filter that has been placed. I'll put my ground coffee in here, plug it in, put some water, and then press through. So the water is actually showering on the coffee before getting collected in my cup. So I'll get started with it. So the first step before brewing any coffee that you want to do is make sure that you've kept the water for heating. For all my brewing methods, I'm going to be using 90 degrees of water. In coffee, what I really enjoy is like try to keep all the parameters similar to understand what are the basic changes that are happening while brewing it. So for a delta press, what I want to do is take 18 grams of roasted beef. You guys can see in the color as well, like it's very different than what your dark or your medium would look. It's just past first crack. Maybe they gave it like around 10 to 15 seconds, not more than that. I'll be grinding this really fine because since the water and coffee are not interacting together with each other and it's just going to be pressure, I want to make sure that it has enough time to interact and extract all the flavors from the coffee. One too fine. I've kept almost like salt like texture of the ground beef. Yeah, you guys can see, right? Okay. So when it comes to any paper filter based brewer, one of the main things that you have to do is give it a good rinse, because one, you want to get rid of whatever papery taste might be present in your cup. Now, what I want to do is make sure that I'm first putting all the coffee inside over here. I'm not putting it directly in the doser because, as you can see, there tends to be some spillage. And this is very specific to me because I'm a clumsy person. So just lock it in on top. Now you really don't need any sort of weighing scale. Like the beauty of this brewer is that you really don't need any sort of weighing scale because there are some volumetrics which are mentioned right on your brewer. So if I want to make sure that some water inside of it. I don't need a scale because there is reading over here, which is very, very accurate. This also has this dosing cap, which is of 6 grams. So if you don't have a scale available to weigh out your coffee bean, just scoop in some coffee in this, level it, and that's your 6 grams before you grind it in. So I'll get rid of this cap. I'll push this plunger inside. And now pour some coffee. So this particular brewer also gives you the option of pre-infusing your coffee puck before you start brewing directly. Pre-infusion, one of the key aspects it makes sure is that all your coffee grounds which are trapped inside are wet equally. And when the extraction is happening, there is no channeling. So the extraction it will come out very balanced. Sure.
What beans are these and what is this equipment called?
The beans that I'm using are a light roasted natural by Naivo. I got this custom made actually. This brewer is called a Delta Press. It's a Australian based brand. Uh, it's a travel gear basically. It gives you great hold on if you want to try out your recipe at different levels. Like if you want to take more beans and less water, if you want to try out different types of beans, different grammages of water, different brewing timings, it gives you great hold on that without any having to take any additional equipment. So you can easily take your basic kettle and pour your water in. You really don't require a gooseneck kettle for this. So you can see there has been no spillage that has happened in my carafe. My water has pre-infused for quite some time in here. What I'll do is I'll just pick this plunger up a little bit, around 50 ml, and just push it through. Now, if I want to pre-infuse it further, I can do that. But I enjoy a very balanced cup. I don't want too much acidity. Also, I don't want too much body. Also, I want something that is pleasant, that is in between, and that is a very very sweet cup. So post infusing like around 50 ml, I'll just pick this up here and plunge this through. So one of the key things about this brewer is that since it's not brewing directly together with coffee in one chamber, you can brew as you like. There will be no harm in there will be no fear of over agitating the coffee or over extracting the coffee. Sure, Sima.
Please elaborate in details about the different brewing methods, which coffee is suitable for which method, pros and cons, and each method of brewing coffee.
If you have like a specific brewer that you want to ask me about, it'll be I can give you a more detailed answer. If you're looking for something for milk, I would suggest going for a brewer which can do a very syrupy kind of coffee. So something like a mocha pot or a home espresso machine. If you want to just enjoy a very subtle, nuanced, like flavorful cup, I would suggest go for a pour over. But then again, you cannot cut it down with any milk or sugar. It will like the actual flavor of the coffee won't come out. If you want something which is very robust and very like one take kind of a thing, that all I want is an espresso, is again an espresso machine or any manual espresso maker. Pros and cons really is like a very personal preference. Like having to add any milk is a con for me, but might not be that for you.
What home brewer you recommend a new home brewer to invest in?
A new home brewer, if like if you have the budget, maybe a pour over, because with a pour over you will have to invest in a gooseneck kettle, in a scale, and everything. But if you're just getting introduced, you want to add any milk to it, go for the mocha pot. If you just want to have a black coffee like me, go for the Delta Press.
Also, tell us some good machines for home use.
Depends on what you plan to do with it. If you just want to pull out some good espresso shots, uh, something entry level might also work. But if you want to have control over the temperature of your machine, you want to brew say 5 to 6 really good cups in a day. You want basic aspects like being a double. You want a double boiler, or you want something like uh, a bigger tank, or you want to make great lattes and cappuccinos at home. Uh, Something like a Rancilio's Sylvia Pro or above.
Delta Press you're using,
Yeah.
what kind of final cup one brews? It is ideal for what size?
Delta Press is great for someone who wants a great cup of black coffee. But if you wish to brew something more syrupy so that you can add milk to, you could do that also. Just take 18 grams of same coffee, instead of pouring 200 ml of water, pour around 80 to 100, not more than that, and just push it through. What will happen is your brew, like the final brew consistency that will come out, will be very syrupy in texture. So if you want to cut it down with a little bit of milk or water later on, you could also do that. So there are some steps that I generally tend to follow when I'm tasting my coffee. Uh, to put it simply, I take my coffee as seriously as I take my food. So visually, how it's looking. First aspect would be smelling it. Next would be slurping it. Now, uh, slurping is basically making the sound while you're sipping your coffee, right? What slurping helps you with is, there's a little bit of air that goes inside so that the temperature of your the coffee comes down and it doesn't burn your palate, and it also spreads around evenly. Now, as I'm tasting it, I'm able to like really, like my mouth is salivating. That is a good sign because it's a light roasted coffee. So that since it's light roasted, there's a lot of fruitiness in that particular cup. So whenever you have something citrusy or fruity, your mouth starts salivating. So that's a good sign. Overall, it's like a very pleasant cup. I could have this any time of the day, to be honest. It's I know a lot of people prefer these kinds of coffee in the evening, but I'm someone who drinks 5 cups in a day. So this is sort of the perfect one for me, but it could differ from person to person. Since I'm not a milk person, I won't be cutting it down with anything. But if you want to purchase a Delta Press and want wish to add milk to it, just keep the water temperature at 90. Take 18 grams of coffee and don't pour 200. Just pour around 80 to 100 ml of water and push it through. You'll get a very syrupy decoction sort of a texture in the coffee, and you can cut it down with your warm milk. If you want to learn more, if you want to find out more on coffee, there's a lot of content that we've been putting out on YouTube from our last session, even on this one. And there's a lot of behind the scenes that happens in our offices as well that we tend to put out. So you could definitely follow us on Instagram for more news on coffee, more trivia on coffee, more education on coffee. We have our YouTube page, which is which is up, which is youtube.com/ something's brewing. There are very interesting guides that we've put out on our website on somethingsbrewing.in. Just go on our website, check under guides. We have something for someone who's trying to understand the nuances of brewing a good cup at home, and also general coffee information, a coffee guide. It's free for download. So I really hope you guys check it out because it's really good information that will definitely help you in brewing a good cup at home. Thank you so much for attending our session. Do drop us recommendations on what you guys want to learn more. If you want more of these sessions, if you guys want to co-host a session with us as well, suggestions on topics, suggestions on brewer we should brew with, suggestions on coffees that you want us to try out, give you recommendations, and also please feel free to send in your recipes as well. We'll be more than happy to try out during these sessions. Thank you so much once again.